Are these two wheated samples any better than Maker's Mark Cellar Aged? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today is going to be an absolute fun blind, and I cannot wait to get into it. Make sure you guys drop that like for a fun wheated bourbon blind. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below if you think that Paulo, a subscriber and also Patreon's samples, have the ability to beat out Maker's Mark Cellar Aged and the Rebel Small Batch Reserve. These two samples right here, like I said, were sent to us from Paulo. Paulo sent us these two wheated bourbons because when the Patreons did the allocated and top shelf blind, Paulo unfortunately didn't send me anything, but he still wanted me to get some samples. So he wanted me to do these in a head-to-head blind, but I figured, why don't I up that a notch, right? Let's put his two samples, and we've got no idea what they are until we open this little letter right here. And I figure, why don't we put them against a top shelf? One of my top shelves, this Maker's Mark Cellar Aged wheated bourbon bottle at 115-ish proof, against a bottom shelf, really good wheated bourbon as well, the Rebel Small Batch Reserve bottled at 110 proof. I have no idea what are in these. So Paulo could have sent a 90 proofer, he could have sent some barrel proof stuff. We'll find out at the absolute end. Make sure you guys drop that subscribe because this is going to be a fun one. And without further ado, we go left to right, and then we fast forward right to left so you guys don't get bored and we get to the fun stuff, which is the ranking, and we're going to find out what exactly is in these sample bottles from Paulo. So without further ado, like I just said, let's start on the left here. Quick nose, get into the palate, and find out what one of these four bottles is going to get first place. I don't know if I'm more excited to see which one comes in first place or what Paulo sent me. This is a nice nose, deep dark cherries. A little bit of a charred wood. And obviously you're going to get that, but it's like a very sweet char. There's some marshmallow in this. Very easy on the nose, but it's got some deep complexity to it as well. Like, you can smell this for hours, and we're not going to do that. We're going to get on the palate because that's what we're all about. We're all about drinking our bourbon. We like smelling it every once in a while, and there are always that one bourbon out there that you can just smell forever and ever and ever and not drink. This is most likely one of them, but we got to drink it. Oh, that's good. That's easy. Oh, that is rich. That is dark fruits. Wow, is that really good. It's got a medicinally aspect to it, but it's not overpowering whatsoever. Oh wow, is that really, really good. Holy cow, that is fantastic. That's, oh my God. Let's see if number two can compare. Number two's nose is very soft compared to whatever that was. That finish is still going. That finish is lingering. Here we go. I get a little citrus note off of this. A little bit of a hay bale. A lot of the times that's what I get off of wheated bourbons that are on the younger side. And this being 11 and 12 years as a wheated, it's got a little bit of age to it. This, I believe, is up to 4, maybe pushing 5 years. And like I said, no idea what Paulo's got in these glasses here for you. So, this has a traditional young wheated nose. Let's get into the palate. But that is a bomb of dark brown sugar. Dark brown sugar, oranges, light red fruits, like there's a little bit of a strawberry, like a nice ripe strawberries in that. Wow, that is really good too. Two heavy hitters back to back. Oh my God, wow, that is incredible. The nose doesn't go into the palate like I thought it would. The palate was just a flavor bomb, like a punch to the noggin on how incredible that was. We gotta get into glass 3 though. Okay, we've had 3 completely different whiskeys here. Wow. Blinds are always so freaking fun. This has really, really dark, deep maple notes in there. Maple sweetness like you wouldn't believe. Oak marshmallow. It's got a little bit of like a ginger snap cookie crumble to it as well. Man, that nose, this might be the best nose out of the 4 so far. Let's get to the palate and see if it competes. That's some good stuff. It's a little bit hotter than the first 2. A little bit of a bitterness. A little bit of a bitterness. But very, very creamy. Viscous. It was probably the oiliest out of the 3 so far. But I don't know if it's the best. It's got a little bit of mesquite smoke, and that bitterness holds on to it too a little bit. It's got that bitterness is not the biggest fan for me, so I think that one might be in last place at the moment. But we've got one more to get to, so let's get into this glass here on the right. And again, completely different nose. This one was a lot of oak right off of that first nose. This one smells like it's going to be the most oak forward. Not getting a lot of sweetness out of this nose. But, man, still really nice. And cheers to you, Paolo. Cheers to everybody. Thank you for sending me these samples to put into a blind. And let's get into it. That is the hottest out of the 4. That is very hot comparative to what the first 3 were. It's really, really dark and deep and one of the longer finishes. Wow. Wow. And these 2 right here are pushing for the lead. And, man, that is vanilla, dark brown sugar, a kick of cinnamon, which is interesting because I always wonder why I find cinnamon, but you know, it's a lot of the times it's that oak char that you're getting, which can bring out that cinnamon note. It's a sweet cinnamon. A lot of the times when you're getting a rye, you're getting a dry cinnamon. This is a very, very sweet cinnamon. That is a proofy boy, and it is darn good stuff. As you guys know, we're going to fast forward right to left. I'm going to cleanse my palate, and I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are going to fast forward right to left, and we're going to find out which one's going to come out in first place, and we're also going to find out what these 2 bourbons that Paolo sent our way are. So here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our order, and this was a fun one. This was a fun one. Make sure you guys drop that like for this blind. Leave a comment down below on what you think the order is right now, and I want you to timestamp it so that you don't cheat. You know, you can always cheat, but I hope you don't cheat. Make sure you guys drop that subscribe because we're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. But without further ado, let's find out what 4th place was. 4th place, drum roll please, is going to go to... No way. Oh my, no shot. Maker's Mark Cellar Aged came in 4th place. No shot. What I read MM for Maker's Mark. Holy cow. That just goes to show that any given day, a blind can be completely different than the previous day. But we got to find out what 3rd place is. 3rd place goes to Paolo's B. And Paolo's B is this one right here. And let's find out what came in 2nd place. 2nd place goes to Paolo's A, which in turn means that Rebel Small Batch Reserve won this. But we're not here for that. We want to know what Paolo sent us. And inside of here, we're going to find out right now what 2 whiskeys beat out Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. We had B first and then A second. Here we go. All right. Sample B. Maker's Mark 46, cask strength French oak at 110.3 proof. So we had a Maker's Mark beat out a Maker's Mark. And then sample A, which was his allocated bottle of bourbon is going to go to the Maker's Mark DNA at 122.8 proof. I've never heard of Maker's Mark DNA. I'm going to have to look that up, and I'm going to put a picture of that bottle on the screen for you because I don't know if any of you have heard of that either. Maker's Mark DNA at 122.8 proof. That is a high proof Maker's Mark. But here you go. We had 3 Maker's Marks in a row. All of them were really good, but this one here was just a little bit different. I don't know what happened to this cellar aged. You know, maybe it was because it's the first couple of drinks of the day and we already had some Maker's Mark, and these were like really, really sweet, and this one just had a little bit more of that oaky presence and the sweetness just overtook. Who knows? I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, drop that like, leave a comment down below, and smash that subscribe button. Till next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.